There are more locations to drop off your household hazardous waste. Trees provide a meaningful way to remember a loved one. And 127 city parks give every child the chance to be Captain Awesome. These stories and more coming up on the next Tucson City News in Review. Hi, I'm Lane Mandel and welcome to Tucson City News in Review. In this edition, we focus on the many ways we care for and appreciate the environment. In our first story, we let the cat out of the bag on the city's best-kept secret.
It's Saturday morning and a staff of mostly volunteers directs traffic
Okay, so go ahead and follow this orange arrow.
to a tent where more volunteers will unload and then sort recyclables. But at this event, it's what's in the container, not the container itself, that counts.
Yes. I used to have fluorescent bulbs in the kitchen. Change that out.
In a 4-hour period, hundreds of vehicles arrive loaded with unneeded motor oil, household cleaners, pesticides, batteries, paint, and more. Stored unused, they become household hazardous waste, with the potential to create a fire, health, or environmental hazard.
Yeah.
For proper disposal, the city provides collection sites like this one at 7575 East Speedway, which is open on the first Saturday of the month from 8 to 12. But now, the city's Environmental Services Department is expanding the program to include alternating drop-off locations every second Saturday throughout the city.
All these chemical products that people
Frank
use every day
Bonias,
are
the city's
considered
expert on household hazardous waste, showed us examples of common household products that can be dropped off for proper disposal.
Some of the examples would be, for example, charcoal lighter fluid. Charcoal lighter fluid are flammable liquids. People should not throw these in the trash or just pour them down the drain. If they decide that they want to dispose of them, they should dispose of them as soon as they can and not keep them in storage in their garages or in their sheds for long periods of time, especially in the summers here in Tucson, because you've got flammable liquids, then you've got the potential of fire hazards.
Pool chemicals, too, can become a fire hazard.
Some of these are considered oxidizers, so if they're thrown in the trash and they get mixed with other materials, they can create some fires, so that they should not be thrown in the trash.
Other examples include motor oil and antifreeze, fluorescent bulbs and CFLs, rechargeable batteries, household cleaners, lawn and garden products, paint, and anything marked toxic, hazardous, or dangerous. So what does the city do with all that it collects?
98% of all the materials that come to us get recycled.
And that helps to keep hazardous materials out of the environment. For a complete list of the items accepted by the city's Household Hazardous Waste program, and to find a collection site near you, including the new second Saturday locations, visit tucsonaz.gov/HHW, download the smartphone app My Waste, or call 791-3171.
Now here's a great summer idea. If your kids are spending too much time in front of the computer, television, and cell phone, how about turning off those screens to head outside? There are lots of ways to celebrate Earth Day. How about taking time to simply enjoy the earth?
We're gonna start using tools when Mudman began using tools.
Or try a low-tech way to start a fire, where the sense of achievement is hard to match.
All right, you ready to blow on it a little bit? Are you okay to hang out there?
Earth Day is a great time to get outside and be with friends. This event at the 4-H High Ropes Green Lot on the city's northwest side was packed with activities. Participating organizations included the National Outdoor Leadership School, Ironwood Tree Experience, Bike Us, and Tucson Clean and Beautiful.
Tucson Clean and Beautiful enjoys partnering with other nonprofits in Tucson that are like-minded with teaching kids outdoor skills, how to enjoy nature, and how to enjoy nature in Tucson. You don't have to go out to the mountains. There's plenty to see right here.
Maya, you see that peg right above you? There you go. Grab that with your left hand.
I think Tucson is a wonderful place to be doing stuff like this. I mean, it's just a great community. The weather is phenomenal out here. I mean, you can be outside pretty much all year round.
A younger Kyle Knight started Ironwood Tree Experience on a whim. Today, the outdoors fills a big part of his life.
I could be like most stereotypical teenagers and just sit inside and do nothing but play video games, but that's not living.
You can really expand your mind and learn how to be a different person if you just get outside.
So the message here is, in Tucson, every day is Earth Day. All you have to do is get outside. Preserving the quality of the air we breathe is just one benefit of the city's latest investment. Here's how we added it all up.
The main benefit that we're celebrating, and I'm celebrating, is reducing our carbon footprint.
And the benefits extend even further.
I'm also very pleased at the prospect of lowering operating costs for the city.
The reason behind this celebration can be spelled with 3 letters, CNG. Compressed natural gas is making its way into the city's collection trucks.
We hope to convert our entire fleet to compressed natural gas, and that's almost 100 vehicles over the next 5 years.
Starting with 14 new CNG-fueled collection trucks, the city will save nearly $1 a gallon on fuel and lower its maintenance costs.
I think this is an example of what our organization is all about in terms of making sure that our community understands that we have them at the foremost of our thoughts to make sure that their lives are being enhanced in every way, shape, fashion.
There is one caveat to the CNG conversion.
All those folks who don't put their cans out by 6 a.m. wait to hear the trash truck. Watch out, okay? So they're going to be a lot quieter to operate in our community.
Quieter streets, fresher air, and more money in our pockets. Now that's something to celebrate. The remainder of the CNG-fueled trucks will arrive this summer.
Here on the city's east side, a meaningful way to celebrate a loved one translates into a rich natural oasis for all to enjoy. For the people gathered here, newly planted trees along the Pantano River Park have a special meaning.
Today we're dedicating trees along the Pantano Wash that have been purchased by the community, dedicated in honor of their friends and family and loved ones.
Over the next several years, 570 more trees will be added, restoring over 2 miles of natural habitat.
It's such a beautiful environment here, and it's not going to a cemetery. There's happiness here, there's life here, there's people here. It's joy.
Phyllis Turner's son Robert is among those being remembered.
And we come and we walk to our tree, to his tree, and we have a few little decorations on it. We have a flag now for 4th of July, a little teeny weeny flag. 4th of July was his favorite holiday, and he died on the 2nd of July. So that's very meaningful to us.
And for Councilmember Shirley Scott, partnering with the community has made this Eastside Park truly complete.
And now you have made it the dream come more to full fruition by helping with the trees, because that's what it's all about.
To dedicate a commemorative tree, you can call Tucson Clean and Beautiful at 791-3109 or visit TucsonCleanandBeautiful.org. What do you get when you see the world through the eyes of a child? Well, in this instance, you get the inspiration for a project that's just plain awesome.
I've been trying to do this like color blocking thing where there's really like firm lines as opposed.
Artist Mallory Reno hasn't blocked the memories of falling in love at a very early age.
Well, I started taking art lessons because I loved it in elementary school, and that's actually like the first time that I painted with nice paints and learned how to mix colors and all that kind of stuff.
Her passion for the palette led her to a studio art degree from the University of Arizona. But today, Mallory answers to a younger critic.
Should I use like the dark brown or the light brown?
The dark brown.
The dark brown?
This color expert is Mallory's son, the inspiration behind her current work.
For me, it tells the story of our experience there, you know. Captain Awesome was sitting on this one and I was sitting on this one.
Captain Awesome?
Captain Awesome. He went.
Measuring in at a mere size 3T, Captain Awesome's powers of imagination and exploration rival those of legendary superheroes. And so the journey into Tucson City Parks begins.
Oak Tree Park has a few features that stood out in our exploration. The first and most lasting impression was made by the seesaw. Captain Awesome and I spotted it at just about the same time, and my joy over finding this gem of a playground piece was amplified by hearing my son shout, "Seesaw!" before he took off running. We bounced on the thing for a good long while, and as it squeaked and squawked satisfyingly, we pretended we were cowfolk riding the range. Whoa, we're really galloping now. Don't fall off, hold on tight.
Daddy up, my old cowboy.
That's a great cowboy song. What do I see? I see off in the distance, I see a giraffe?
Yeah, lights are giraffes.
Lights are giraffes.
Mallory's observations of Captain Awesome turned into Playable Parks, a project that grew out of 2 New Year's resolutions.
One was to spend more time outside with my son, and the other was to journal some more.
I'm going to South America.
South America?
Yeah.
We had the idea that we were going to try to go to every single city park in Tucson. So there's 127 of them, and we've been to about a dozen, so we have a long way to go.
Partnering with a vivacious toddler with a love for superheroes and all that they embody, it was only fitting that
We kind of wanted to keep his identity a little bit secret, a little low-key, and so we decided to come up with a, superhero double identity, and Captain Awesome just kind of fit.
What do you think it is?
Fossil? It's a fossil.
What kind of fossil?
It's a Stegosaurus plate.
Oh, a Stegosaurus plate? That's pretty cool.
After a little archaeological research, Mom puts her imagination to work.
I'm trying to think of pictures that would turn into good paintings.
We can read the adventures of Captain Awesome and even purchase these good paintings at playableparks.com. Half the proceeds will go to the city's Parks and Rec department. Mallory says she tries to make her paintings as similar to the photos as she can,
so that hopefully they'll be recognizable to people that go to the parks, and they can be like, oh, I know that tree. Oh, I know that slide. Oh, I know that seesaw,
Mallory remembers holding paintings in very high regard as a kid.
So if I had seen like a painting of something that was familiar to me, I would feel like $1 million, like my world made it into a painting,
And now her son's world is making it into paintings, like the slide at Himmel Park, Silverbow Lake, and the rugby field at Esteban Park.
Don't let go, no matter what, okay?
Mallory says each park has its own special something worth discovering, and she wants people to know
that they're here. They're all over the place, and all you have to do is go outside, probably like maybe a mile away at the most, and they're green and they're beautiful, and even within a city we've got these green outdoor spaces. Tag, now you get me. The number one thing that I hope to accomplish is just to build some quality outside memories together.
As the adventures at Oak Tree Park come to an end,
Whoa!
The tale of the artist and the superhero takes a shelf for the story of the memories being made between a mother and her son.
To playing at parks. Cheers. I don't know how much of it he'll remember, but I hope it'll just be like ingrained in him. And he'll have like a record of it too, which is cool. We'll both have something to look back on. I love you.
Me too.
You love me?
Yeah.
Who do you love?
You.
Thanks.
Well, that wraps it up for this edition. For Tucson 12, I'm Lane Mandel, and I'll see you on the next Tucson City News in Review.